what's the best way to explain to a 13-year-old boy or girl the concept of same-sex relationships or falling in love for someone of the same
Sa
gender?
isang 13-year-old.
To a 13-year-old, yes.
Ako, I think for a 13-year-old, they know what love is. You know, loving your friends, your parents, and then having crush. Ang nagmamatter lang naman yung sexuality eh. Hindi dapat siya maging rule sa society na lalaki ay para sa babae lang. And these 13-year-olds should understand that love is genderless. As simple as that. Ang bulaklak ay pwedeng sa bulaklak din.
Basta yun.
So, I don't know, ako nagpipiko pa ako noon. So, iba na yung 13 siguro ngayon. But, simple lang. Diba, bakit naman hindi? Ang talong pareho. Ang bulaklak ay para sa bulaklak, okay lang. So, it doesn't matter actually. Sexuality doesn't matter when it comes to love. Love is universal, love is genderless.
Thanks, Derek. Sige, for my last question, I'll take this opportunity kasi advocacy night siya. So, just last month, parang nag-release si Philippine Statistics Office na may 30% drop in marriages in the Philippines from 2004 versus 2024. Siyempre, yung reason na na-cite nila is economic reasons. Mahal ang mga bilihin, but nakakatakot pagpakasal. But one of the reasons that they identified is the liberalization of the social context of how relationships are formed. And therefore, concluding yung iba that, same-sex relationships contribute actually to the decay of how conventional Filipino families are formed. Your thoughts? Yes, Derek.
Ay, nag-drop siya kasi hindi nyo ina-approve yung same-sex marriage eh. Kung in-approve nyo, itataas yun.
Counted as marriage.
Counted as marriage
Yes.
yun eh. Nagda-drop pa kayo eh. Hindi nyo naman ina-approve yung same-sex marriage eh. Mas mataas yun dapat ngayon, di ba? But una sa lahat, hindi yun sa gastos eh. Ang gastos din maghiwalay. Bili mo, Vatican at Philippines lang ang walang divorce na. It doesn't mean gusto mo na may bill na ganito, gusto mo agad makipaghiwalay. Sino ba naman tao, gusto kitang pakasalan pero maghihiwalay na tayo? Of course not. It's just, it makes life easier for everyone na hindi ka nakatalik sa taong hindi mo mahal. So, wag na natin lakihan pa ang gastos doon. So, kaya yung mga tao ngayon, very practical na, lalo na sa bansa natin, na hindi naman tayo mayamang bansa. Magpapakasal ako, paano maghiwalay kami? Diba? Lalo pang lalaki yung gastos. Ang laki na nga ng gastos ng pagpapakasal, ang laki pa ng gastos ng paghiwalay. So, yun lang naman yun eh. Economics siya eh. So, dapat pagtuunan rin natin ang pansin, yung maging madali ang umibig. Ano mo yun? Ang hirap-hirap na nga umibig, di ba? Minsan lulukohin kami, sugal kasi ang pag-ibig. So sana, suportahan din natin sa legal din na paraan kung paano tayo umibig, kung paano tayo masuportahan kapag nag-end na ang pag-ibig. I think. Ano ka?
Parang wala.
Para mas
Susunod dun sa...
Yeah. Meron si Rian.
No, I think men. That's why.
ganun kasi. Yung pala
Actually,
yun.
nasa kanila yun.
I don't think anyone can answer that better than Direct Sigrid in this very moment. I think also it can't just purely be attributed to that. Of course, ayun na nga, wala tayong same-sex marriage dito eh. So that is a factor. But also, I think a lot of women are also just, they can only need a man now in terms of the actual relationship part because they're making money. I mean, we're allowed to work, we're goal driven already. So ayun na nga, parang it's not like before where you would depend on him in an economic kind of way. I think that's also a factor. So ayun, that's why siguro nag-drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hindi kasi married woman na ako eh. Pero I think tama naman yung pagiging practical ng mga tao ngayon. Di ba? Kung sa tingin nila ay ang kasal ay malaking gastos, then diba? So be it. Kung yun yung choice nila, parang ngayon hindi na kasi nakakulong tayo sa sa expectations ng nakararami, which is, I think, good. I don't feel sad na nag-drop yung marriage sa Pilipinas kasi kung ang dalawang taong nagmamahalan ay hanggang buhay magkasama, hindi na nagmamatter yung marriage, I think. Parang kasi sa akin, kahit na kinasal naman na kayo, marami pa rin kayong pagdadaan ng challenges eh. Diba? Kaya ngayon katulad ng sinabi ni Direk Sigrid na may mga tao na kahit nakasal na, maghihiwalay pa din eh. At malaking gastos siya. So parang I think okay yun na maging practical sila ngayon. At kung kailan sila ready, silang dalawa mag-agree na okay, sige magpakasal tayo. But hindi siya, kumbaga, makaka-apekto siguro sa ekonomiya natin kung bumaba man.
Thank you. Direk, one last question for me. Sa tingin mo ba ang Pilipinas ay behind or ahead sa usapang same-sex marriage? Or same-sex relationships, not necessarily marriage?
Behind. Definitely, we're so behind. Pero nakaka-proud din dahil nandito na tayo sa panahon na ganun talaga eh. Kasi, share ko lang na 2005, ang una kong pelikula, short film, Babae ang title. So it's also about lesbian, violence against women. And then my first feature was in 2013, pero 2006 ko siya sinulat. It was very difficult for me to look for a producer at that time para man lang makapag-produce ng isang lesbian film. Ganon. So, ang tagal na nun. Pero, hindi tayo behind when it comes to, in the community.
Tolerance, acceptance.
Yes, acceptance, tolerance, but we are behind in the mainstream. Hindi tayo out. Kumbaga, kulang ang pag-out natin. Yun yung gusto ko. Yes, because conservative country pa rin tayo dahil iniisip natin, because we are, majority is, Catholic, ang babae ay para sa lalaki, na simple as that. Yun lahat yung iniisip. Medyo matagal na proseso talaga yung pinagdadaanan natin, lalo na sa LGBTQ community. Pero ang maganda naman kasi, marami naman gumagawa, marami nag-iingay, pero mahina lang yon para sa atin. Kaya very important na makapasok gaya nito na may GL film, na it's a very light film, a comedy, a rom-com, na meron isang producer na willing to produce this kind of film. Kasi yun yung important makapunta sa mainstream yung pinaglalaban natin. It has always been there. It has always been there. But we are so behind in the mainstream. Because in other countries, meron na silang GL, matagal na GL, BL, lahat ng L. Lahat ng L. L word. Especially the L word noon pa. So, yeah. But okay lang, as long as, one step at a time, ang tagal ng step, sobrang fetus steps na lang siya. Pero, ang maganda doon, merong nangyayari. So, this is the chance, kaya sana pumatok, sana may manood, kasi it's a big step to, na merong mainstream na mag-GL film.
Thank you guys and congratulations. Ang next mo tatanong ay si Kate.
Hey, good evening. One quick question for everyone na lang. Since this is an advocacy night, what's one issue that concerns the women or yung LGBT na if you had the power, you want to address? Ano yung gusto nyo ma-address na issue or concern? Start with that.
Ikaw, yan.
Ikaw muna.
Any issue or concern?
Siguro nga yung same-sex marriage, siguro it's about time. Kasi ako nag-propose ako kay Moshi. Yung 20th anniversary namin. So, di pa namin alam kung paano namin siya gagawin. Saan kami magpapakasal. Saan bansa kami magpapakasal. Kasi nga, di ba, hindi nga, dito. So, iyon pa yung pinaplano namin. Kasi nga, parang, feeling namin, it's about time na nga para sa same-sex marriage.
Saan siguro kahit nga kahit hindi pa ma-approve yung same-sex marriage, kahit sana same-sex union.
Yes.
Na sana mabigay sa mga couples na to yung karapatan na kailangan nila bilang isang couple. Hindi ko alam kung sino nagsabi sa inyo kanina na bakit kailangan pigilan yung mga taong nagmamahalan na to na kumbaga ma-fully live nila yung relationships nila. Ayun.
Siguro po for me lang yung acceptance lang po talaga and respect. Kasi syempre deserve din naman po ng lahat talaga ng respect. Hindi lang ng LGBTQ but also everyone ng respect. So sana lang maibigay yun sa kanila kasi super deserve din talaga nila bilang isang tao. Yun naman po. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe civil union din. Kasi I'm an advocate for real, authentic, genuine, and sincere love. Regardless of the gender, pwede kang magmahal. So, syempre, merong mga same-sex couples, di ba na real yung love nila, authentic, genuine, and sincere, pero wala silang rights para yung, for example, nag-build sila together kasi ang normal couple yan ang ginagawa, magbi-build kayo ng dreams niyo together and then unfortunately, wala kayong legal rights. Tulad nung nangyari nga nung, di ba, yung maraming couples na nag-iwalay tapos pinangalan sa isa. So, pero ngayon meron na, di ba? Meron tayo na ano dahil dun sa lesbian couples. Pero yun nga, kahit civil union nila kasi of course, we respect naman yung decision ng church talaga. Pag marriage talaga is for man and woman and vice versa. Pero yung at least may legal rights lang yung same-sex couple.
Ayun, lahat ng sinabi. Hindi, naalala ko lang kasi nung kinasal kami sa Ireland, it was called humanist wedding. So, sa Ireland, pwede kang pumunta doon, pwede kayo doon ikasal. Kasi legal doon ang same-sex marriage. Oo. Ako yung witness mo.
Oh, yes, yes.
O di ba pag ano na yung relasyon natin, hindi na lang tayo co-actors, di ba?
Nanay ko na nga, si Tita, nanay.
Baka kasama rin siya, di ba? So ayun, siguro sana ma-adapt din natin yun and safe space for the members of LGBTQ. Kasi ang dami ko rin naririnig na stories na yun, nababastos sila sa streets, di ba? Kahit nga online, parang people are so quick to judge members of the community. So sana meron din silang rights to ano rin, parang defend themselves from that.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue naman right now for the LGBTQ community would be marriage or legal, what would you call it? Legal union. Because, ayun na nga, part of marriage kasi is, aside from the romantic part, which we're all entitled to, that's what we're entitled to, diba? Part of the marriage is a contract. And when you sign that contract, you are entitled to sharing certain parts of each other's lives together. So, it really is not fair that you would create a life with someone or make plans with someone or know someone for decades and grow old together and possibly pass away together and not have any recognition that that ever happened. So yeah, I would say union.
For me, siguro, yeah, everything that you said actually is good. Siguro sa akin yung issue na gusto kong iyan is yung annulment. Yeah, the hard part that I see right now is that I'm not married yet, no? But it's hard to get annulled in the Philippines. It's so expensive. The legal terms and conditions are parang untouchable kasi siya. And it's hard to see a lot of marriages that fail, but mostly the women, yung naaagrabyado kasi parang sometimes I'm not
how do you call that? Hindi naman ako I'm not choosing this and that, but my point is, sometimes you don't want the relationship anymore, you don't want the marriage anymore, so it's deeper, but wala kang choice, because for you to have that legalized, okay, kasi wala tayong divorce, di ba? Wala tayong divorce dito sa Philippines. And sometimes, women suffer from the relationship because those women have no choice but to stay in that relationship. So I think, yeah, I agree with sex union, legalizing this and that, but I think also stepping out of not the dirty relationship. I mean, no, I'm not saying it's a mistake. Ano? Hindi ko I don't know, but ang hirap nga magpakasal, yung magdesisyon ng gano'n. Worst case is, ang hirap kumalas sa maling decision. And here in the Philippines, like, it's hard. Like, it takes years for you to get annulled. And may mga nakilala ako na they get judged because they enter this kind of relationship while they are still married. But walang choice eh. Hindi siya ma-annul because you have to fight for this and that. So I think, kung ako meron akong paglalabang issue dito, I think it's medyo, kung wala tayong divorce here in the Philippines, medyo iayos natin yung legal rules sa annulment. I know, I respect that we are a Christian country. Most of the population here is mostly Catholic, but yun lang siguro, yung legal rights dun sa pag-is ng annulment natin. Annulment rules and grounds here in the Philippines.
Actually, to go back to your question a while ago of why not a lot of people want to get married right now, the truth is the rules of marriage and family law favors one side more. And a lot of women don't want to commit to that and sign off the rest of their lives to that anymore.
Ako nasabi na lang. Summarize ko na lang. Summarize ko na lang. Ako, of course, maganda yung sinabi ni Queen, respect muna sa bawat sexuality. Respect kung ano yung sinong iniibig mo. Pangalawa, dapat may divorce na dito sa Philippines. Sobrang behind na tayo, utang na loob. And ayun na nga, either maging Vatican country na tayo, oo, kung hindi naman, ano pang hinihintay natin? Mag-divorce bill na tayo. Pangalawa, sana po mura ang kasal. Hindi lang po ito yung pagdating sa reception, simbahan, yung proseso kasi ng pagpapakasal. Napakamahal po. Kaya importante yung kasalang bayan lagi pag sa mga Oo, importante. Ang daming nagkaroon ng kasalang bayan dahil importante na sa kanila yung union ganun kamahal po yung kasal, may seminar and all, everything else. Hindi katulad dun sa ibang bansa. Nakapagkape ka lang or nakainom ka lang, pwede ka na magpakasal sa Las Vegas. So, ang dali-dali magpakasal. Kasi bakit mo papatagalin kapag nag-iibigan ka? Go na tayo. Pag ayaw mo na, divorce na tayo. Dapat ganun lang sana kadali yung buhay. Kasi stressful na nga yung pag-iibigan, diba? Kasi you always have to work out lahat ng mga problema mo. So, dapat sana yung papunta sa pag-ibig at pagtapos ng pag-ibig, suportado sana ng ating Philippine law. Thank you.
Next question will be from standard editor.
Pasa.
Host na rin pala.
Sino ba susunod para alam ko na?
Si Hana.
My first question kay Direk. Direk, apart from the advocacy that the film carries, and of course, it being probably one of the first GL in the mainstream, what makes I Felt It's Fine different, from story-wise, from the previous LGBT theme stories that we've already seen?
I can only speak for I Felt It's Fine because marami rin ako mga pelikulang hindi ko pa rin napanood dito sa Pilipinas na tackling LGBTQ. But in some of the films na mga napanood ko, it's still the same thing, always fighting for the same-sex love. But with this film kasi we go beyond that. It's really about being in love, getting hurt, and how and how to stand again after getting hurt. So, you go beyond of exploring your sexuality eh. Kumbaga sa pelikulang ito, given na, wala na tayong tinatawag na alinlangan kapag babae, lalaki, wala nang ganon. Nandito na tayo. Yun sana yung gusto ko rin ilaban pagdating sa pelikula na wala na to sa exploration stage. Nandito na tayo sa tungkol sa relasyon. Na, same-sex relationships can also tackle normal problems and normal consequences. Same as, a heterosexual relationship. So, yun talaga yung sinasabi ng pelikula. Is really, may problema, nagkaroon siya ng problema sa marriage, and it's so hard to get a divorce here in the Philippines. Darating ang isang tao who would help you na bumangon ka ulit sa buhay mo. As simple as that.
Thank you. And next question for Rian and Liza. Okay sila. Ayun. Sandali lang.
Jason?
Ayan.
Why daw may direct, sorry.
Let's talk about your characters. Siguro na lang, can you describe what kind of lovers or characters are?